This is your step-by-step guide to manifestation.
Welcome to This Explainer. If you're tuning into this, it's highly likely because you just know you are meant for something more, but right now, you're feeling incredibly stuck. Maybe you find yourself trapped in the exact same money stress month after month, or playing out the exact same frustrating relationship dynamics. It's this completely exhausting cycle of hoping, trying, waiting, and then wondering why absolutely nothing changes. But you know what? Something deep inside you already knows there's another way. A fundamentally different way to think, feel, and move through your life.
Let's be real, you're probably tired of just sitting around hoping things will magically shift for you. And I want to be super clear right out of the gate here. What we're going to explore today is absolutely not about toxic positivity. We are not talking about forcing yourself to paste on a smile and think happy thoughts while your nervous system is literally living in fear. No way. Manifestation is a concrete psychological shift. It actually begins the very moment your inner world completely stops agreeing with your old story, and your nervous system finally stops expecting lack.
So here is the quick agenda for our explainer today. First, what is manifestation really? Second, the 3 steps to manifest. Third, we'll cover how to avoid these beginner mistakes. And fourth, I'll teach you the 60-second nightly practice.
Let's dive right in with Section 1. What is manifestation really? Time to demystify the process.
We really need to clear the air here because there is so much misinformation floating around out there. Listen, manifestation is not magic. It's not just wishing upon a star, and it is certainly not sitting perfectly still on your couch and expecting life to just hand-deliver everything you've ever wanted. At its core, manifestation is simply inner agreement. It's the process of aligning your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions, and your actions with the reality you actually desire to experience. It happens when your mind, your body, your emotions, and your identity all finally start pulling in the exact same direction. You aren't pretending everything is fine. You're creating an internal state where you are no longer at war with yourself.
The whole concept driving this kind of alignment was famously taught by Neville Goddard as the law of assumption. Basically, he taught that what you assume to be true shapes your reality. And notice, it's not what you beg for or what you frantically chase, but what you inwardly accept as already a done deal. Why does that work? Because your assumptions literally dictate what you notice out there in the real world. They dictate how you respond to challenges, what opportunities you allow into your life, and what you naturally expect to happen. And over time, whatever you expect becomes what feels entirely normal and safe to your nervous system.
Moving right along to Section 2, 3 steps to manifest. This is the foundational process.
Now we're getting into the really actionable part of our blueprint. If you can wrap your head around these 3 foundational steps, you will understand the core mechanics of how to manifest as a beginner. Step 1 is getting clear on what you want. Step 2 is entering the feeling of having it. And Step 3 is releasing the how and persisting. Let's break these down one by one.
So Step 1, you've got to get crystal clear. Most people say they want to manifest, but they are so incredibly vague about it. They'll say things like, I want more money, or I really want love. But here's the thing, your subconscious mind responds to clarity. It needs a specific destination. So instead of a vague, I want more money, give your mind a very specific direction. Try something like, I am receiving an extra $5,000 this month through expected and unexpected channels. See the difference? Or instead of just, I want love, try, I am in a healthy, loyal, emotionally safe relationship. Write this stuff down. Make it specific enough that your inner world knows exactly what reality you are choosing.
But here is the catch. Clarity alone just isn't enough, which takes us right into Step 2, entering the feeling. And guys, this is where almost everyone gets tripped up. People will repeat a positive affirmation over and over, but their physical body absolutely does not believe a word of it. They're pacing around their living room chanting, I am wealthy, while their chest is literally tight with panic. They say, it is already done, while furiously refreshing their phone every 5 minutes to see if it happened yet. Let me tell you, that is not assumption. That is simply anxiety wearing spiritual language.
So what does feeling it actually mean in this context? Neville Goddard always said feeling is the secret. But feeling does not mean forcing yourself into a state of hyped-up artificial excitement. It actually means entering the inner state of completion. It's relief. It is calm. It is a quiet knowing. Just think about it for a second. What is the exact feeling you would have right after your desire has already arrived? It's an exhale, right? It's the simple, peaceful thought of, well, yeah, of course it happened. That quiet, grounded state is where manifestation actually shifts from wanting something into being it.
And that brings us to Step 3. Release the how and persist.
Look, once you decide what you want, your mind instantly wants to control the delivery logistics. How is it going to happen? When is it coming? Who's going to bring it to me? But controlling the how is absolutely not your job. I want you to think of manifestation like planting a garden. Your assumption is the seed. Your feeling is the water. Your persistence is the sunlight. You wouldn't plant a seed in the dirt and then aggressively dig it up every single hour to check if it's growing, right? That would be crazy. You just water it, you give it light, and you stay faithful to the process.
All right, on to Section 3. Avoid these beginner mistakes. Let's course correct some common pitfalls.
Of course, it's super easy to accidentally dig up that seed we just talked about, so I want to save you months of frustration by course-correcting the 3 most common hurdles that cause beginners to fail. Mistake number 1 is rehearsing lack. Let me explain. Every single time you say out loud, "I can't afford it," or "nothing ever works out for me," guess what? You are still manifesting. You are just successfully practicing the exact reality you do not want. Now, the fix here isn't to just slap on some fake positivity. The fix is interruption. You have to catch the old thought, pause, and consciously choose a new assumption. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," you interrupt that old identity and say, "Money is currently reorganizing in my favor." You are literally training yourself out of your old identity.
Mistake number 2 is obsessing over the timeline. When is it coming? How long is this going to take? This frantic, desperate energy keeps you permanently stuck in a state of waiting, and waiting only reinforces the fact that you don't have it yet. You have to stop measuring your desire from the absence of it. Try shifting your internal dialogue from "when is it coming?" to "I am already becoming the version of me who receives this naturally." Believe me, when the desperation fades away, your energy, your daily choices, and your overall confidence will fundamentally change. And mistake number 3 is trying to figure out every single tiny detail. Beginners so often think they need to mentally map out the entire path to their goal. But you only need to know the end result. The end is the fulfilled desire. Your conscious mind can only see the most obvious routes, but life has infinitely more paths than you could ever possibly calculate. So the absolute most crucial point here is this. You have to stop trying to micromanage the miracle. Choose your desire, enter the feeling, persist in that feeling, and then just take the next natural step that life puts in front of you.
Which brings us to Section 4, the 60-second nightly practice. This is your daily application.
I am going to give you a highly actionable nightly routine that you can literally start using tonight, right before you fall asleep. This is when your mind is quietest and most open to suggestion. Here is exactly what you're going to do. First, choose one specific thing. Just one. It could be money, love, peace, a new opportunity, whatever. Second, create a very simple 5 to 10-second little movie scene in your mind that implies it has already happened. Maybe you see a specific number staring back at you in your banking app, or you hear your best friend congratulating you. Make it feel believable to you. Third, take a slow, deep breath. Don't chase the feeling, just let it naturally arrive. Let that sense of relief and quiet certainty wash over you. It's the simple feeling of, it is done. And finally, just stay in that feeling of relief for exactly 60 seconds. That is it. Just 60 seconds of pure assumption. No arguing with yourself, no checking your phone, no forcing it. It is just one single minute where your old story does not get a say. I want you to do this every single night for 7 nights in a row. Same desire, same fulfilled feeling, same inner knowing. The barrier to entry for this is so incredibly low, it takes 1 minute, but the impact of returning to this state every night is profoundly life-changing. Now, you might be wondering, what about during the daytime? Because doubt is definitely going to appear. And honestly, that is totally okay. Experiencing doubt does not cancel out your manifestation. When your brain inevitably pipes up and says, "But what if it doesn't happen?" you simply reframe that fear into a gentle reminder. You answer back, "But what if it is already becoming?" When fear tries to convince you that nothing is changing, you just remind yourself that things are shifting behind the scenes before you can visibly see them. Gently returning to the state of having it is the entire practice.
And that really brings us to the core philosophy of our explainer today. Manifestation is all about internal loyalty to your chosen reality. It is never about begging, pleading, or forcing the universe to prove something to you. Remember this, you are not chasing abundance, you are becoming a match for it. You are stepping into the identity of the person who naturally receives it. So, as we wrap things up today, I want to leave you with one final incredibly powerful thought. The next time you are feeling stuck or impatient, or those old nervous system responses start to flare up and tell you it's hopeless, I want you to look inward and ask yourself, what if it is already becoming?
Try adopting that as your brand new baseline. Stop asking for things from a place of wounding, stop rehearsing lack, and start your 60-second practice tonight. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait for you to see what shifts in your life when you finally align from within.